Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are today. We are going live. This is the local pundit. My name is Sheldon, and I am here today with Ivan. You may have met us before if you were here for last Tuesday's watch along. We have once again taken over the studio here. Josh is on a plane right now, and we have full control. He won't even see this until it is done. So that's great for us. Now, today, what we are going to do is very similar to last Tuesday. Ivan is going to do the play-by-play for everybody. He is excellent at letting you know what's happening. I will occasionally chime in with hopefully something interesting to say, and I will take care of the chat and everything else during today's match. So, welcome everybody, and welcome to you, Ivan.
Thank you, thank you. Greetings, ladies and gents. Sheldon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Had a quick look at the lineup there on the Forest Green Rovers side, and two of their top three scorers are not playing today.
Yeah,
I
interesting lineup. I had a look at it, and I wonder if it's just injuries or they decided to surprise us.
Yeah, I have paid absolutely no attention to their team. I don't care about their team one little bit, except for the fact that they're at the bottom of the league, and hopefully we can kick them a bit further down, and they will be gone next year. But besides that, we do have some other news. I'm sure some people may notice. They did change their manager. Troy Deeney got himself in a little bit of trouble. He came in, he said some bad words to some players that didn't like it. There was a big fuss, and he was back out the door. So they have a new manager, and in the last five, I think it's 5 or 6 matches that he played,
Mhm.
they had 7 points. So they have been doing nicely since they brought in their new manager. So that's not great. However, they are at the end of the league, and in fairness, we haven't done amazing over the last couple of weeks ourselves. So we really need to put on the afterburners here and give them a good kick in and get back some power to Rexam on the push for the automatic promotions.
That's right. Well, look, just like you said, the performance that we have displayed over the last few games, well, more than few games, unfortunately, has been questionable at times, and it's completely unpredictable as far as the result goes, as far as the quality of the game goes. I have kind of given up on giving predictions and forecasts, so I am just keeping my fingers crossed for 3 points because that's the only acceptable result from today's game, and I am hoping that the lads are going to perform and choose um, to go out there and make good decisions and win the game.
Okay, absolutely. Now, just before we jump into our own lineup and finish up talking about Wrexham until the match starts, I'm going to go through the other matches that are playing this evening. Um, Besides us, we have Harrogate playing Newport County, not really relevant to where we are or what's happening. Notts County are playing Sutton United. Again, they're a bit behind the eight ball at the moment. They are chasing points to get themselves in around the playoff spots. They have had a horrible run of late. A lot of Wrexham fans seem to not care about Notts County, but I'm one of the few who actually would like to see them go through the playoffs and survive and join us in League One. But as I said, not many people agree with me on that. So I'm interested in that result. But
I
moving on,
agree. I
then
have nothing but good things to say about Notts County, and I wish them all the best. I really, really like the way they play. So I wish we could learn a thing or two from their style of football. To be honest. So
yeah, well, my opinion on them and Wrexham in general is I would like to see as many teams that we have history with in around us in the divisions as we go through. So next year it would be nice to have a team that was with us last year and that we have more than just one season of history with. So we'll see what happens with them. Next, then we have Salford City versus Colchester United. So who do we want to win there? Let's
oh,
see.
I don't think it matters too much for us at this stage with
Yeah.
that game. Just
Yeah, they are 19 and 21. I knew they weren't doing great, but I thought they were a bit higher than that. So that again is not relevant to us at all today.
mhm.
So we don't care. Now, next we have Swindon Town versus Tranmere Rovers. Again, not relevant at the moment. They're too far down the league. And then we have last one, Walsall and Accrington Stanley.
Well, I guess we are interested in Accrington winning. So that Walsall, because they are 9th, they currently
48 points.
On 48 points, which is only 3 points away from the playoffs. But to be honest, again, so far it's almost irrelevant.
Yeah. So no real big games. The players have come out now. They're on the pitch. They're moving about. So let's jump into our players for today. Who do we have? We have Okonkwo in goal as usual and expected. We have Hayden, O'Connell, Clewart, Barnett, Young, Cannon, Lee, McLean, and Mullen up front. Really? Hang on. Is this correct? McLean, Mullen, and Fletcher.
Yes, I can see them taking to the field right now. And Mullen is his usual number 10. Fletcher is going to be playing up front with him. Rexam will be playing in their home jerseys, red jerseys and white shorts, and Sutton in their standard home, a green, yellow, black combination kit.
Okay. I looked at something earlier and it said Marriott and Fletcher. Don't know if that changed last minute or if I was looking at something.
I think from what I've seen, it was Mullen all along.
Okay, that's interesting. Earlier in the week, I was watching the podcast with Humphrey Kerr, and he said that Mullen is carrying some injuries, and that the reason he wasn't in the starting lineups was to protect him a bit because he had a couple of knocks here and there, and it wasn't to do with his form. So interesting to see him up first, but he has been not starting for the last 3 matches, so maybe he's had enough of a rest, and it's about time for him to start. So let's see what Mullen and Fletcher do.
It's definitely about time for him to score.
Yes. Okay, then substitutions. Howard, Tozer, Mendy, Bolton, Davies, Palmer, Marriott. Nothing special there. So what do you think of the lineup?
Lineup is very much predictable. So instead of Tiny, he gave Parky gave Hayden a chance this time. McLean returns to the wing. Luke takes to the center of the pitch. Very logical. Standard rotation, nothing wrong with that. Now it's just up to those boys to perform together. Most of those guys would be quite familiar with one another. They played together a lot, so chemistry-wise, we should be sweet.
Okay, Palmer is on the bench today. So do you agree with Palmer being on the bench and not being up the front with Mullen? So that means he is likely to come on with Marriott later.
I think that's the plan. Big and small, standard Parky combination. I think that Dolby and Palmer are much of a muchness, provide the same KPD currently. So hopefully Palmer will redeem himself today if he gets a chance to play.
Did you notice that we are in our red kit for today's match?
Just said a couple of minutes ago we're in home jerseys.
Okay, and we're off here.
Yep. We are looking at a long ball by Forest straight away. A bit of a bounce around the right flank. The ball comes out to Arthur. He rolls it out short to Barnett on the right. Barnett is looking up, moving up. Stop to the center line. Quick pass to the center to Young. Young recycles the ball through O'Connell. O'Connell pushes it onto the left. McLean looks around, finds Cleworth looks around, finds no options back to O'Connell. O'Connell goes for a slightly longer pass to McLean on the left. McLean contemplating, looking for options. We can see that Forest Green are not pressing us too active. However, right now, 2 people are pressing us at the same time. We get out of the press nicely through a medium range pass to Cannon. Cannon, quick 1-2 with Barnett, and Barnett just couldn't get in time for that through ball to the right, on the right flank. Not too bad so far. I like the fact that we're trying to pass through the press currently rather than going over it. But Forest Green looks like they don't mind sitting a little bit lower to start with when defending. We need to stretch them out, find those spaces, those gaps in between the lines, and exploit them. Bad throw by Forest, and the ball goes out for another throw straight away.
Okay.
Okay.
We go again.
Thank you, Michael. All right. So Sheldon, don't be afraid to interrupt me.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. I'm because I'm looking at a different screen. So yeah, just speak up, and I will stay quiet if there is something you would like to add to say, or something else is happening in the world.
Yeah, I will jump in from time to time.
Yep.
Just for the guys in the chat, if you have any questions that you would specifically like to try and get an answer to, do put it in the chat. And if you don't mind, just put Q at the start and I'll try and get it up and answered at some point. We might miss a few, but we will do our best.
Michael, to answer your question, my halftime snack would be probably another cup of tea, with maybe my little protein cookie on the side. It's morning for me here in New Zealand, so yeah. To be honest, I'm not that hungry. I had a good breakfast, so I think I'll be sweet just with some water and tea. Okay, building from the back. Again, Hayden launches a long ball towards Mullen. It fails. Forest Green plays it back. They on the counter now. Ball through. Striker comes in, and we are 1-0 down.
Oh, how ridiculous is that?
That is very ridiculous. And before third minute ends, Rexam go 1-0 down. Right, ladies and gents, same reasons. Long ball by Hayden with no post stamp on it in a 50-50 situation. Quick, that's what Forest want. They want a quick head ball, and then launched a quick 3-on-3 counter attack without defenders failing to catch up to their fast number 46. He curls the ball around Arthur into the bottom left corner.
That was O'Connell in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, O'Connell in the middle. We know that our defense is not the fastest in the world.
He looked so slow there
Mm-hmm.
when he got turned. Oh. Right, well, this better give him a nice kick.
Yep.
Wow, another goal within a couple of minutes of the start. What are we doing?
Yeah, I will stay away from emotions currently, just trying to commentate the game. Yeah.
You're the play-by-play. I'm the emotion.
yeah. That's. I don't want to go into those details because it's a long rabbit hole.
Okay.
All right. Now, Forest is with the ball on the left-hand side. Long throw in, contested. A little bit of head tennis. Wrexham tries to bring the ball down, lead with the ball. Pass to the right to Barnett. Barnett on the edge of the box. Horrible shot. Too wide, too high. But deflected. If I'm not mistaken, it was a deflection. So my apologies. My apologies.
Okay. Addison earlier put up a comment: either a Wrexham blowout or a season-killing loss to a relegation side. So
mentally. Psychologically, this game is very important. If we don't get 3 points here, it's going to be a large, big pit of despair. Outswinger corner into the box, cleared by Forest Green. Back to Young on the right. He passes it to the center to Barnett. Barnett again launches ball into the box. No luck there. Cleared again. Head tennis in the center of the pitch. We bring the ball down. Luke with the ball in the center of the pitch to the right to Barnett. Barnett moves up. Oh, my apologies. We're still recycling the ball through the center. Ball is played back to O'Connell on the right to Hayden. Hayden tries to take his man one-on-one, moving up, did not succeed. Plays the ball back to O'Connell to recycle it onto the left flank. The ball is pushed up further to McLean from Cleworth. A couple of give and go, not give and go, but up and down passes by both of them. They keep the ball at the back between Hayden and Cleworth. A couple of passes up to McLean again. He moves up the flank, pass the ball into the center. Luke with a long-range shot, way off target from about 35 yards. Very ambitious.
Oh, All right, just flying through the chat here, catching up. Well, this is not the start we wanted.
Absolutely not.
They do look like this may be a dominating kind of half. Let's see.
So far, Rexam is trying to build from the back and try to employ some combinational play. No real success at that so far, but I think that's much of a muchness. It's a 50-50 game currently, but Forest were very good at that quick counter. They exploited the bad long ball that we yet again delivered into their box.
Well, Mr. P. Hoobers, where is the defense? I kind of agree with that. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you here before.
Okay, right-hand side, the ball is moving up to Barnett. Barnett cuts to the center, passes it back to O'Connell. O'Connell moves up into the space, onto the left to Cleworth. Cleworth with the ball, looking for his options. Decides to recycle the ball through the center again. O'Connell launches a big diagonal into the box to Fletcher. The ball is bouncing. I think it was a bit of a collision. I'm not quite sure who collided, but one of the Forest Green players is on the ground. Fletcher kicked the ball out of goalkeeper's hands. So foul on the goalkeeper.
Free kick.
From what I can see, and the free kick.
Yeah, call the free kick. Quick question here. Wrong balance in the lineup. Pretty standard lineup, I think. Nothing too crazy, nothing strange.
No. Nothing obviously wrong with the lineup. It's just the performance so far. Forest Green woke up a little bit sooner to the game than we did. Yep. I agree with Jose. All right, just by the center line on the left-hand side. Throw in by Rexam. Back to Cleworth. Cleworth back to O'Connell. Recycles the ball to Hayden on the right-hand side. Hayden looks for his options. Square pass to Luke Young. Square pass from Young to Cleworth. Ball is on the left. Pass to McLean. Long ball. You see, we are passing square around the center, in the area around the center line, and then from there on, we usually resort to long ball from there on, because there is a bit of a gap between our midfield and our strikers. There is no link-up play in that top half of the pitch.
Okay, we're not the only team with a score. Notts County are losing to Sutton United as well. On 10 minutes, they scored the goal.
Side plays guitar. Yeah, Forest Green Rovers. Yeah. If you are Forest fan, you should be happy right now. You guys are not doing too bad. Paul and Barnett on the right-hand side of the pitch, not too far away from the center line. I don't think it will be yellow. He kind of slipped and then tripped himself over the defender. So the referee decided that was a free kick to Rexam. Short to Barnett on the right. Barnett is going to try and take the man one-on-one and deliver a cross. That's exactly what he tries to do, and the cross is not too good. Easily cleared by Forest Green. They are playing very easy, simple defense. Just clear the ball, get it as far as you can from your goal, and hope for a counter-attack.
Yeah. Wrong tactic. What's going on there? This was, I assume, on the goal. It was a bad pass that we got caught with, put it in a bad position. The Forest Green Rovers picked it up nice and easily, and we are a bit slow in many areas, and we got ran on, and this is a problem that has happened before. Too slow.
Yep. Slow defense. The striker ran by the defenders like nothing. We're with the ball again, trying to build from the back. Same ball recycling from right to left. They start pressing by the center line again. A long ball. You see what I mean? From the center, there is no more options for a short ball for a link-up play to the strikers, so they resort to long balls from the center line up closer to the box, and that fails us time after time.
Yeah,
and we keep on doing the same mistakes. So, yep, again, long ball, lost it.
Yeah. JB65, hi to the room. Go Rexam. Welcome, JB.
Hey guys, hello.
FGR are a different team now. The league position is false.
Might well be.
Well, League Two, everybody can beat everybody. We've seen it. FGR have beaten Barrow not so long ago since their new manager. But you really have to be putting them to the fire when they're on the low end of the league. You have to be coming out with a dominant performance and maybe an unlucky goal, not getting beaten by these teams.
Well, those teams at the bottom of the league, they are fighting for their lives, so they are the most dangerous opponents. Yeah, so far it's a bit of a groundhog day. Rexam tries the same pattern of attack, and Forest seems to be dealing with that just fine and catching us on the counter attack when they can. Cannon tackles Forest player in the center of the pitch. That is definitely a no-go. So free kick to Forest.
Yeah,
that was a rugby tackle, but not intentional. But I think he stepped on the ball and just rolled into Forest player.
Addison is not happy and has a prediction. Wrexham will not score. A middle school team could beat this team that is showing out now. Ooh, harsh.
I understand those emotions. Yep. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Bad free kick straight into the hands of Arthur Akonkwo. He throws the ball all the way to Lee on the center line. Lee miscontrols the first touch, but recovers by passing back. And we start from the back again with O'Connell moving into the space. Medium pass onto the left. Not a bad touch by, I think it's Lee again. On the left-hand side, we keep the ball. The camera quality is not that great, to be honest, and the angle is a little bit far away from ideal. So I apologize if I struggle sometimes because the picture is a bit blurry. Counter-attack by Forest, number 7 with the ball. Holds up the ball on the edge of the box, enters the box, crosses, and Akonkwo was a beautiful save. That was almost 2-0. Defense is asleep today. Defense is asleep. It looks like you're slightly ahead of me this time around.
Yeah, I am just a little. I'll be careful. I'll try not to say something stupid.
No. Because last time it was the other way around.
No, we have asked the chat before that if you are slightly ahead, don't throw up a comment too early. So I need to do that myself as well if something happens 2 seconds too early.
Long-range shots off target by Forest Green. Rexam with the ball in their own half. Moving the ball across the back line from left to right. Hayden with the ball now. That was out of bounds, but the referee decided not to notice it. He delivers another long ball, which bounces out of bounds again. Barnett with throw-in. We play the ball back to defense. Vertical pass up to Young. Young turns, passes to the left. Looking for options on the left-hand side. Too slow on the ball currently. and a little bit too static off the ball. So there's very little options for pass. That's why we keep on losing the ball in that link-up play, like we are doing right now. But this time around, we're a bit luckier with the ball. Shot blocked by Forest players. Cannon recovers the ball, still keeps it. We are about 35 yards away on the left-hand side, away from Forest goal. Recycling the ball, right to deliver into the box by Cannon. It did not get to Barnett. Forest defense clears the ball, and they're going on a counter-attack on the left flank. Number 17 is pushing up the left. Young pushes him on the back many times, fighting for the ball, and it's a goal kick. What I could say, no, correction, corner. See how fast they are on those counter-attacks?
They're quick. They are quick. Fast movements, one touches.
Yep. And that happens every time after we fail a long ball. They get it and they quickly on the ground with a quick pass, they move the ball straight to their attacking players for a quick counter. All right, corner coming up on the left-hand side by Forest Green. It will be an outswinger.
Okay, interesting. Some stats here. Ball possession, 71% for Wrexham, 29% for Forest Green Rovers. Total shots, 3 for us, 2 for them. Shots on target, 2 for them, none for us.
Yep. Throw in to Forest Green corner. Game with no threat.
And accurate passes, we have 91 for 85%. They have 26 for 57. So their passes, stats-wise, are not high, but they're making nice passes when they get them.
Yep, they are relying on their quick counter-attacking style, trying to deliver those balls. As far as I can see, they're actually trying to deliver them down low into those channels for their strikers to run faster than our defense can. Simple, but so far effective. Forest Green with the ball. Bad pass, head tennis in the center of the pitch on the left-hand side. Ends up with the ball bouncing all the way to our box, where AO picks it up, throws it to Cleworth on the left, Cleworth to McLean. McLean has no options there. Up on the left, we're recycling the ball. This time they're pressing. So we are resorting to long ball again. Luckily, Lee picks it up. Short pass across, square. Pass behind to Hayden. That slowed us down. Barnett back to Hayden on the right-hand side. Hayden, nice cutting pass into the center to Mullen. Mullen picks the ball up, further square to Cannon. Cannon on the left-hand side to Max. Max back, sorry, that was Lee. Lee to Young. Young back to Hayden on the right-hand side, and then it's all the way to Barnett on the right-hand side. He moves up, looking for a cross. Very predictable, Barnett. They are blocking those crosses now, so he needs to spruce up his repertoire a little bit. But I understand what he's trying to do. Cannon with the ball on the right-hand side, looking for options, passes it back to O'Connell on the right-hand side. O'Connell switches to Max. Max on the left, looks for his options. Square pass, ball still on the left. Vertical pass up, 50-50 ball. Fletcher wins that ball. We keep the ball, bounces around and bounces over to Forest Green attacker in center. He crosses the center line, looks for options, passes the ball further up the field. Bad pass, and it ends up in the hands of our goalkeeper. Yeah,
Alex
absolutely.
Alex the Oracle woke up late and missed the goal. What happened? Welcome to the club, Addison. 10 years and going for Alex. Well done, Alex. One of the long-term fans, unlike me. Mike is more positive. Mike Jameson. When Wrexham click, then their opponents are going to get a bloody nose. I hope it is tonight. Me too, Mike. Welcome. I haven't recognized your name before.
Well, look, I hope Mike is right. And to be honest, we got nothing to lose now. We got nothing to lose. We should be playing with a lot of good sportsman-like aggression, and we need to go in for the win. We got nothing to lose.
C plays guitar. McAllister, number 7, is too good for League 2. Looking at the stats, he's doing quite well. Obviously, C plays guitar, knows Forest Green Rovers quite well.
Probably for a supporter, and good on him.
Yeah. Welcome if you're a Forest Green Rovers supporter. Everybody's welcome here.
Not much happening on the pitch currently. Just a lot of 50-50 balls. Rexam still trying to create something, set up a combinational play in the opposition half, but nothing so far is successful.
Okay, Alex is asking for your time on your feed.
Alex, 22:48, 9, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Okay, that puts me about 4 seconds ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Alden, another name I don't recognize. It seems League 2 has found the playbook on Wrexham.
I'll tell you more than that. National League had found a playbook on Rexam, but they didn't have good enough players to counter the quality players that we had. We played a League 1 team back in National League. Now teams do have. It was a dangerous shot from long range by Forest Green, but just missed the target.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, side netting on the wrong side.
Yeah, the way it came up on the screen, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Forest Green with a throw in their own half.
Okay. Well, the fans seem up for it. Nice cheering going on. They are still supporting the boys. Nice and loud in the background.
Yeah, everything I have is on mute so that we don't get banned.
It's through my headphones, so I can hear everything.
Head tennis in the center of the pitch. A lot of pinball. Forest Green plays the ball back to their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper passes back to the right back. Right back to the goalkeeper. They're taking their time. We are pressing higher and higher. Let's see if we can get something out of it. They play a long ball to the center where head tennis and pinball continues. Lucky we pick it up on the edge of the box. Horrible shot again by whoever that was. Lee, too high. Yeah, so far, honestly, it's been pretty dire.
Yeah, commentators are talking about the pitch, saying, is there some standing water in a couple of areas? They have had issues with their pitch, trying to go organic and all of this. It doesn't seem to be working for them. However, I am just tired of people talking about bad pitches and blaming some of the shots and passes on bad pitches. It's the same for everybody all over the league.
Yeah, I don't want to hear words about pitches anymore. We played on all sorts of pitches with equally frustrating results so far.
Okay, in other games, we do have Sutton 2, Notts 1. Notts got a penalty in the 13th minute and Langstaff took it. And then in the 16th minute, H. Smith scored the second. So lots of goals in that in the first 16 minutes.
Okay.
And we have 1-0 in the
ball. Yeah. For Forest Green in our box, holding the ball, delivering to the box. Still in our box, head tennis. We get it out to the left flank. Forest Green still with the ball. Bad pass to the center. Mullen picks it up. quick layoff to Fletcher. Fletcher looks for options, got Barnett ahead, decides to push it onto the left even further. But McLean was too slow to get to the ball, and Forest Green is going to be throwing the ball in.
Alex here, seems everyone can beat Notts but us. We beat Notts twice this year. So I'm not sure about that comment. Bad time to be slumping. 15 years in the National League. Oh, Just Fraz is not happy. Might burn my membership if we lose to FGR.
Psychologically, this game is very important. It's very important. I cannot overestimate that.
I don't believe in any game being an absolute must-win. However, this is as close as I would agree you can get. We really need this one. This should be one of the easiest, in theory, matches.
Well, the question is, not one game is the end of the world up until it is. How long is the piece of string?
Well, Humphrey Kerr in his interview predicted 2 wins, this match and the next match. Who are we playing Saturday? Remind myself. Let's see.
Accrington?
Accrington, yes. So win at home versus Accrington the weekend and a win tonight, Humphrey Kerr believes we're getting. So did I, until we lost the first goal.
Let's just see. Well, look, there is plenty of game to be played, and just like I said, we're at the stage right now where we literally have nothing to lose. We need to go all out. I'm actually surprised I'm not seeing more aggression by Rexam. It feels like they're trying, but they have either limited creativity right now on the pitch, or they are a little bit tired and not enough legs maybe. But I would expect a bit more oomph from Wrexham at this stage, because there is no point holding on to 1-0 loss.
Yes, I agree, but there is still lots of time and no point going crazy yet either. So it's a balance, but yes, I agree with you.
I've noticed this.
Oh,
I was expecting Wrexham to go absolutely berserk, and that never really happened. They gradually pushed and pushed, but they never really went all out.
Yeah. Mike Jameson is from Johannesburg in South Africa. Cool, Mike. Do you support Wrexham? Is Wrexham your team?
Static of the ball. We are so static of the ball. I see Hayden right now passing ball to Young. All square passes, short square passes work, but if you guys just watch at our players positioning around the pitch, they are quite static when we are on the ball. So players off the ball are quite static. Barnett tries that same cross again. Very predictable. The cross is blocked. Yeah, he needs to try something new. Ball on the edge of the box of Forest. Cannon with the ball back to Hayden. Square to Young. Square to Hayden. Sorry, square to Connell. Lee. Couple of square balls in the center of the pitch. Trying for a through ball to actually make the situation a bit more dangerous. It fails. Forrest kicks it away. We pick it up at the closer to the center again. Trying to build something again. Square balls, pass back to the center. Light diagonal on the left-hand side. Big diagonal to the box. Hoping Fletcher can do something with it. Nope, no luck. The ball is cleared. Lee picks it up again on the left-hand side. By the edge of the box, couple of short passes, trying to create some spaces. No luck. Forest defense well, simple but effective. Again, ball with Lee on the edge of the box. Tries to go through 4 people, loses the ball. Forest try a long ball to their fast striker. That fails. We pick up the ball again to Cannon on the right-hand side. Cannon further to Barnett. Barnett with another cross. It goes in. No luck. Nobody there to tap it into the net. and Forest kicks it out for a corner.
C Plays Guitar is a FGR fan. Thanks for being welcome. You're welcome.
Everybody's welcome. We're talking about football. We respect everybody if they respect us, and that's just the way it goes. In swinger by Rexam, clearance by Forest for the long ball up the line. They don't mind playing simple defense right now, and team in their position, it's logical. You can understand their way of playing is making sense. We are trying to build for a successful attack time after time. They're sitting quite low. They let us cross the center line relatively easy, but we are lacking in creativity in their half, mainly due to, from what I can see, we're quite static off the ball. There's not too many little runs, little movements into those free dangerous areas, something original, something spicy. We don't get that. And Forest is with the ball now across the center line. The players holding the ball up, playing to the right, trying to set up a little combination. They did not succeed at that. We get the ball back, recycle the ball onto the right. Line up. You know what? I've seen worse pitches, to be honest. Yes, it's not ideal, but still playable.
Now, Mr. Hubers has a question. If they want to win, should they change to 5-3-2 lineup or 4-4-2, 4-3-3? Should they change the lineup to 4-2-2 or 4-3-3?
Well, it's not. It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
The 3-5-2 is it's quite a fluid formation, and any decent team should be able to use the same formation but play a different system within the formation. So 3-5-2 can become anything during the game if your team knows what they're doing. Well, that is yet to be seen whether we know how to play different variations and different systems within 3-5-2. And yes, you should be more attacking currently in the more attacking system.
And the Forest Green Rovers standard formation is 3-4-1-2. That's interesting.
It's a combination of 3-5-2. It's a variation of 3-5-2.
Yeah.
Ball in the center. Forest is defending. We are trying to build through the center, through the flanks, recycling the ball mainly with square passes. Yeah, lacking that dangerous forward pass. Barnett with the ball on the right, back to Luke Young, square across to the center. A lot of bodies in that box. Cross in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was a chance. Yeah. Barnett did not expect to end up with the ball all the way on the other side of the box.
Oh, just saw the replay.
Yeah, he somehow was surprised that the ball got through to him, and fumbled it.
And some more scores coming in there. We have 2-0 for Newport versus Argett. Notts have equalised 2-2. Swindon Town are 1-1 with Tranmere Rovers.
Here's the question since the game is currently quite uneventful. Here's a question for you guys in the chat. Why all of a sudden, since December, our team forgot how to score? We've been very low scoring team since that last game when Fletcher scored a hat-trick. So the entire team all of a sudden can only score 1, maximum 2 per game. What do you think had happened? What changed?
I've noticed before that teams have put ads on iFollow, and Forest Green Rovers are doing it. I'm seeing an ad for Quorn and Airtricity and other ones. EESI group services. Not everybody does it, and we don't, certainly. But I have noticed other teams do it.
Yeah, I see that ad. We're with the ball on the left flank. The entire Wrexam team is in the opposition half, apart from AO. Passing the ball around, trying to break their shape and deliver a dangerous ball to the attacking player. Barnett on the right, looking to cross again. Does cross, far post. No luck there. The ball is bouncing to the edge of the box. We pick it up again. McLean on the left-hand side. Still with the ball again, another cross, overhit. Forest clears it. Onto our half. Striker is chasing that ball. AO with the ball. Short pass to Hayden. Good composure there by AO. Luke Young in the center of the pitch with the ball. We are so static off the ball. I just look at the players offering options, and they just sit in one place.
Our crowd seems to have gotten a little quieter.
Yeah, I understand why. Because it's a Groundhog Day, attack after attack. Dangerous combination. There's so many shot on target by Cannon, but yeah, really, really weak. Yeah. Chaos. A bit chaotic.
Again, that was a terrible shot there by Cannon. If he'd gotten his foot through that would have been a nice shot. Such a shame.
Yeah, he was a little bit unbalanced, and the ball was coming slightly behind him. So he had only that to work with. He decided not to take another touch. Yeah, because there's so many people in that box.
Yeah,
we take too long to get to the opposition box, and they have enough time to position themselves for a adequate defense.
Mike Jameson, I asked earlier, is he a supporter of Wrexham? He is, and he's part of the Wrexham Supporters Club South Africa.
Oh, lovely.
Well done. Welcome,
Global.
Mike. Okay, Hooby, come on, you Greens. I'll put it up. I'll be nice. Welcome, Hooby. I assume you're not following us if you're shouting, come on, you
Welcome,
Greens.
FGR supporters. Welcome. Everybody's welcome. Just have fun, enjoy the game, and stay respectful, and you'll always get respect from us. Especially right now, your team is doing quite well.
John Goff, since Mullen and Lee got their contract extensions, the wins have dried up. Have they lost their edge? I don't see that having any particular effect. I don't see why it would. We've heard other reasons why Mullen has been off it a little bit, and he was injured at the start of the season. So,
I mean, John is probably offering a answer to my recent question. That's an opinion.
Yes.
You know, might be one of the reasons. Yeah, I'd like to hear more opinions. Why all of a sudden, since December, we stopped scoring, or we are a very low scoring team. So what had changed? Nobody scores. Strikers, midfielders, we just across the board very low scoring team.
I wouldn't agree it's a reason, but I don't think they should have got their contracts extended.
No, well, it's just that's part of cross on the far post. FGR defender plays well, clears the ball. Head tennis back to Luke Young. Luke Young picks the ball up, tries for a shot. It's blocked. Deflected again to Lee. Lee picks it up on the left hand side to McLean. It's foggy, and I can't really see the players too well. Greenskeeper takes the ball confidently after a cross by McLean. Fletcher was trying to get to it.
Did I miss something there? They're complaining about something. What happened?
It was a bit of a collision in the box, but
okay, yeah, nothing crazy there. They were just chasing the ball.
Hey, Torito, Yeah. We're not playing too well currently. We're trying to equalize, but for some reason I don't see any fears. I don't see any aggression in our pace, in our way of playing right now. We're, oh my goodness, that was a dangerous back pass. Is it foggy or is it actually raining that hard? The quality of my video feed is not that great.
It is raining quite significantly, but I am guessing that is their floodlights. They must have some ridiculously nice low energy lights that just don't work in the rain.
That's why I apologize straight away. When players on our left flank get the ball, I can't even see the player. Like I see the very blurry silhouette. Barnett with the ball on the right hand side, delivers another cross, reaches nobody but Forest Green players who clear it back to the center circle, where Max picks it up, dishes it off to the left, moves up, trying for a couple of combinations that doesn't work. O'Connell with the ball across to Luke Young. Luke Young with the ball to Barnett, could be dangerous. Cross, bounces for a shot, and Fletcher misplaces the shot.
He's not happy with himself, but it was a hard swing to connect with that ball.
Guys, so far what I can see when the ball goes into the box there, it's pinball. There's so many people. It's a pinball. You have to react on the fly. So yeah, it's not a pattern. It's a pinball. So FGR sends the ball long, looking for a striker. He did not receive the ball too well, and we are with the throw-in on the left-hand side. Max is gonna do that long throw towards the center line. Ball bounces back to Max. He decides to try another hoof ball. No luck this time. We lost the ball again. FGR with the ball on the right-hand side, moving up, looking for a cross. O'Connell defends well, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. We got 1 minute left in regulation, probably another minute or two added, and that will be the end of the first half.
Okay, we have a couple of more answers here. Show. There we go. Connie Class. Can you see it?
Not playing well. A lot of away games, we're not playing well away. Yep, that's a factor. Absolutely.
Alex Robertson. Injuries have plagued us, lost our confidence.
Yeah, since December we did receive a lot of injuries. Absolutely.
And someone new, welcome GT4 Hour. Have they brought in new players that maybe have disrupted the team flow?
We stopped scoring before the new players came in.
Yeah.
But the new players, we have spoken about it over the last couple of games. Bolton and JM, obviously, they're looking like good players, but they're not gelling well with others. They don't have enough chemistry going on. Did not play enough together. So yes, now it's a factor as well. So no, you're not wrong.
Wonton, can you just fast forward to 90 minutes? It's painful. Welcome, Wonton. I haven't seen your name either. And just while I'm thinking about it, guys, if there are some new people here, we do have a nice Discord community. We talk about all of these things in much greater detail. And also the usual, do like the video, subscribe, do all that jazz that YouTube like people to do, please. Thank you.
Sheldon, in the interim, in the break, if you don't mind, I will disconnect for a quick minute. Just need to make a phone call, and then I'll connect back in.
Yeah,
because it's morning here, so my work day has just begun. I do have things to do. Luke Young on the right hand side with the ball, up to Barnett. Barnett back to Young. Forest back in their box pretty much, holding the shape, Trying to switch the ball to the left. No luck. And the ball goes out bounds, and Forest will be with the throw-in. 2 minutes was added.
Yeah, we are down to the last minute. Comment from Alex here. Parky is going to rip the team a new one at halftime. Maybe.
You better rip something. Well, because I don't see the new desire to score right now. They're trying, but it seems a little bit flat, just a little bit flat. And predictable. Repetitive and predictable. Okay, halftime whistle. I leave you in the capable hands of Sheldon. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Okay, talk to you when you get back. All right, I'm going to keep going through the comments here. We have Alex again. FGR putting in a hell of a shift and nearly got themselves out of relegation. He'd like to see them do it in general. I certainly wouldn't like to see them do it. Not just for us, but for everybody. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of Forest Green Rovers. Or their owner, maybe, is another way of putting that. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on Forest Green as a team themselves. Addison Madison is not happy. A disgusting display. What are Mac Reynolds paying for? Well, I don't think they're getting very much at the moment for their money. I will have to say that. That is true. One thing about FGR with their playing style, they seem to be playing a lot better away from home, actually. And now they are at home with us today, but yet they still managed to pull out the goal. And we are still on our away form, which at the moment has been trash. We do normally invite people onto the show at halftime if anybody wants to jump on. Unfortunately, we do have a small technical issue today, so we won't be inviting someone in, but that is something we do normally do at the halftime or maybe at the end of the match. So in future, if anybody is interested in jumping on, you don't necessarily have to have your your video on, especially if we know who you are. And you're welcome to make a few comments. So next time we will get into that, and apologies if anybody was looking to get on today. But unfortunately, we just can't do it. Kira236, come on, Wrexam, we need 2 goals. Yes, that's the spirit. Come on, guys, let's get a little bit more positive here. Welcome, Kira, again. I don't recognize who you are, but great to have you here. And if you feel like it, do come and join us in the Discord. Okay. I'm most anxious about this game than any other recent ones because if we can't beat a relegation team, we're screwed. I understand that feeling. Mike Jameson is up next. Swindon 2, Tranmere 1. Okay. And Mr. Hubers. Strikers need supply from the midfield. It looks like the team is afraid to lose. Fear in the team, 5 defense, 3 mid, 2 attack does not work for them. Again, yeah, this is an ongoing thing. There have been many discussions in Discord and everywhere else on everyone's channel talking about the flow of the game, talking about our 5-3-2 or 2-5-2 or 3-5-2. But you should be able to move those around. It can very quickly become 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. We just don't seem to be getting it right. Excuse me. Parky has in recent interviews talked about his style, and he does seem to be wanting players to hoof the ball up over the top to break the press. Lots of people are complaining about it. We are in a good position, but we are not going to be there for very much longer if these sort of results keep happening. So something is going to have to change, or we are going to slide down into those playoff places. And I don't particularly want to be there. Now, if anyone doesn't know, the playoffs are slightly different here in League Two. You actually have a 2-legged first match. You get a home match and an away match. So I would fancy our chances in that first round. But then the 2 teams that win that first round go through to playoff in a single match to finish it out. So that would be very interesting. but I still don't want to be doing it. And Jose Rojas, all of this control of the ball means nothing if you can't score. That is correct, and it means even less than nothing if your opponents already have a goal as well, because you are getting nothing if you don't score. Addison Madison, are Fletcher and Lee even trying? Well, Fletcher's trying. We saw him try to make a nice shot there, spinning around, trying to get the volley. It was a difficult shot. He was out of position, out to the side of the goal. So he is certainly going for it. But he's not getting a lot of service, and we're not breaking through. FGR are doing a nice job in their defense. They are doing a low block when they can. They are pulling all their players back. They have the lead now, and they are going to defend like this for the rest of the match. And those walls may fall down if we do get our draw, but at the same time, FGR will probably be happy with their 1 point if that's where it ends up. So yes, as people have said, we do need 2 goals out of this one. Only a win is really good enough for this result for us. A draw is a poor result. Alex the Oracle, so close to 3, damn it. That's in the other game for Newport. He's a Newport fan. Awful from Jose. Yep. Okay. Channel Up 608. Remember when people were confident that we would get promoted automatically this season? Yeah, well, about that. This is a hard one. We have discussed this many times before, and I have mentioned it myself on other podcasts. At the start of the season, what did we expect? And auto promotion, I don't think so. Not the first year. At least most of the fans didn't. I have recently heard on a few podcasts, and from Humphrey Kerr himself just this week, he said their expectations were potentially auto promotion. That's what they're aiming at. Now, of course, you can aim at it and think that, okay, look, if we don't get it, we don't get it. People are calling for Parky's head if we don't get auto promotion. And for once, actually, Humphrey, he didn't say that he would be in trouble if we don't go up, but he did kind of say that they are expecting to go up. So maybe they would not be happy if we ended up in the playoffs, and certainly if we lost in our playoffs and did not make it through, maybe the management would be more unhappy than we think. Because up until I saw that interview, I was very much on the side that there is no way Parky is not going to get next season, even if we don't go up this year. And maybe that is true. I still kind of believe it, but for once I saw a little fracture in the thinking from the management team at Rexam. So you never know. Okay, I'm going a little slow with the chat here because we're behind too much. Yes, I can go faster. I should be going faster. Sorry about that. Addison Madison, tell me one thing, anything, what Wrexham did well in the first half. Well, they kept the pressure on. They have the possession for once. Lately, it has not been happening that we are getting up in the 60, 70%, but pressure on itself and only holding the ball doesn't really do very much. I don't really care if we have 30% possession if we're winning 3-1. So not much, Addison. Carolyn HR. Wow, what a completely inspiring first half. One team playing with a ton of confidence, and it sure wasn't us. I will give it to FGR. They are playing very well. They are doing their best. They are pushing for every pass. They are breaking through our lines occasionally. They are getting into dangerous positions. Halftime statistics are up on the screen here right in front of me, and they don't look great. Passing accuracy, 89% for us, 55% for Forest Green Rovers, but they are getting into dangerous positions. In the attacking third, we are at 77%. So we are up around their goal. We are getting there. We are getting close. The difficulty is when we get up there, they already have their players back. So it's congested with all the defenders, and we have to break through them. I believe it's going to happen. I think it will happen at some point, and maybe that'll change the rest of the match. But if it doesn't happen in the first 15 minutes of the second half, this could be unfortunate as a result. We will have to see. Okay, Keiterito, what would you change with the team to regain success? Oh, what could we change right now? I don't know what we can change right now. I think Marriott should be playing, and he should be getting more time to break into the team. But all of our strikers are not really getting the balls. They're not getting the successful chances. Every time they get the ball, they're in bad positions, or they make a bad decision and run into a bad position. So I don't know. Maybe Parky needs to just pick his first team and just stick with it. There has been a lot of change, and I know people need to rest and all of this, but 60 minutes before someone is changed off, can they do that? Everyone should be able to do that, I would think, for most of the matches. But I think we've put ourselves in a bad position. We have the players. We simply have the players. Now, Parky has not changed his tactics all season. It's exactly the same. Have teams figured this out? Well, they know exactly what we're going to do. So, yes, they do. But in most cases, we have better players. So they need to make the most of it. But some of our players are older and they are slower. And that is our big problem. We can't make the players faster, unfortunately. So they're going to have to figure it out. Addison said, yeah. Madison is saying Lee out. Michael Hiller agrees. Lee off for JJ is the only option. What do you think of that?
It's not down to one player currently. Lee was not playing worse than everybody else. It's the overall pattern of the play. It's the passage of the game that needs to change. I cannot blame a single player on say like, look, change this player for that one and things going to get better. No, that's not the case. The entire team is not linking up play fast enough in the correct areas with the correct type of pass in order to cause that kind of defense problems. So whether JJ is technically going to be more suitable for this type of game than Lee, I doubt it, to be honest. I think Lee is a more rounded and more equipped player. But at this stage, I guess Parky will not make any changes. We'll see some subs later on. I just think that overall approach to the way we are playing needs to change. And whether it's a couple of subs or just to kick up the butt, we'll see.
Just for us, I can confirm my granddad is not impressed. I wouldn't expect him to be. He is, I assume, in the crowd. He normally is. He goes to all the matches. So, yeah, it's the problem when Just Fraz's granddad is not impressed. Then we're not playing very well. Carl says,
guys,
yeah.
Sorry. At the same time, what is happening right now is very, very logical. So let's not fool ourselves. The way this thing's been developing over the last few months, what's happening right now is not a surprise to anybody who understands a little bit about football, who can see sort of a step ahead and see certain things within how the team is playing on a foundational level, like basic foundation. This is what's happening right now is very, very logical. So
Alex the Oracle, this team looks so different compared to just a few days ago. Yeah. No, look, yes, obviously it does look a bit different, but I think the team we're playing looks very different as well. Different game, different style. Talking about taking a halftime speech from Parky, follow up here. Last few games, I would say his halftime talks are not working. Are they even listening? Now, I'd agree with that because we used to come out after halftime and absolutely blitz it, but that seems to have stopped. So are the players tired of hearing Parky? Have they heard it all before and there's nothing new? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's speculation. We can be coming up with all sorts of versions. But if we're just talking about sound of somebody's voice and things that somebody say, especially in the interim, in the break of the game, sooner or later it becomes white noise. So if you rely on the same tool to work over and over again, and if that tool is any type of audio message, human psyche will get adjusted to it, and after a while you will be hearing white noise.
Okay, Kieran, I can come on the chat briefly if you'd like. I won't have my camera because of the setup is a nightmare. You missed it earlier, Kieran. I let everybody know we actually have a little glitch in today's setup, so we won't be inviting anyone in today, but we'll love to have you at the next opportunity. So talk soon.
Teams are back out on the pitch. No changes from what I can see. No surprises there. I can say that expecting survival with the most expensive team of the league is probably being a little bit too modest. Let's put it this way. It's just talking about the K2 comment there.
Yeah, at the start of the season, I would have said an absolute minimum has to be promotion places. It is our first season, so if we were struggling throughout the season but ended up in the top 7, I think that would have been a successful first season. At the low end, that's the minimum you could be looking for.
There is a couple of decisions that I think led, a couple of decisions by the management that led to what we're seeing right now. I will keep my opinion to myself. That's why I was asking questions. Just want to see other people's opinions, and yeah, we'll talk about it during local pundit daily shows later on. For now, let's focus on saving this game.
Yeah,
because it's absolutely crucial. Hey, Carol. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, hell, I have a whole different opinion on FA Cup run this year altogether. So it's a different topic. Let's not touch that for now. Yeah, fair point, Carol. Fair point. Okay, Okonkwo with the ball, ready to send it long. Ball goes in next to the central circle, fighting for a ball. Couple of bounces. Forest kicks it out of bounds. We're with a throw-in. Throw-in back to Hayden, then to O'Connell. Over to Cleworth. Cleworth on the left to Lee. Lee back to Cleworth. Vertical passes up and down. Very static off the ball again. The second the ball leaves the foot of a player passing, that player needs to start movement in order to offer another option. It's not happening. As well as the players who are offering options further up and lateral on the pitch, they are also quite static. So Lee with the ball again on the left, looking for options up to Max Cleworth, who is now playing a winger in this particular situations. They swapped around with Lee. Lee looking to cut in, looking for options. Finds Mullen, quick 1-2 to McLean. McLean lays off to Cannon. Cannon miscontrols the ball. Forest Green on the counter. Long ball. Unsuccessful. Okonkwo out of his box. kicks it long. Forest heads back to central circle. We pick up the ball, move it to the left. McLean on the left, back to Cleworth, recycling through the center to O'Connell. O'Connell moves up with the ball, moves it to the right. Hayden further upright, and the long ball towards Fletcher. Forest Green defends well. That's going to be throwing to us. Barnett with the ball. Throw in to Luke Young. He lays it back to Barnett. Unsuccessful cross into the box. We pick up the ball. Couple of head tennis exchanges. Head tennis continues. Ball ends up in the circle in the center of the pitch. Now to the left to McLean. To the center to Lee. He cuts into the center. Looks for options. Square pass to Hayden. Hayden short diagonal to Barnett. Barnett cuts in to the center. Lee with the ball over to Cleworth. Cleworth up to Mullen. Building short passes, trying to come up with something. Awful cross, awful delivery by Mullen into the box and to the far post, straight out of bounds.
Like Jameson is staying positive. One thing is certain: no team go into the field and not want to win, and no manager wants his team to lose. Yes, but they are not pulling it together, unfortunately. This is the thing. We have the players. They're just not doing it.
Yeah, it's not about whether you want or you don't want. It's about your setup, your ability, and efficiency. So the way you create the plan of the game plan, and the way you execute it. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I don't get the impression that the players are not interested or don't want to play or are not trying. They certainly look like they are making an effort, but it just does not fall together at the moment.
I can't fault the boys. Looks like they're trying hard, but I do have a feeling like they are stuck. They don't know what to do. They are trying the same thing over and over again, and it's not working. Forest Green, cross in from the left. Max with a clearance, with a header. Ball bounces onto the left-hand side. McLean tries to move the ball up the line. Not work. People sliding around, losing the ball. Forest Green tries to recover the ball in the center. And we get the ball and pass it through the back over to the right-hand side. Trying to build again, slowing the game down, which is, in this situation, gives time to for the opposition to reset and set up their very substantial defensive block. You see, all of them are defending. They're holding on to that 1-0.
What time are you at? Ivan?
5-1, 4-8, 4-9, 5-0, 5-1, 5-2.
Okay. I'm about 5 seconds ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, currently I'm 5-2, 1-6, 1-7, 1-8.
Okay, you're back. You're 2 seconds ahead of me now. That's good.
Okay, sweet. I have just refreshed. That's why I double checked. Oh, that's good. Cleworth on the left with the ball. Moving up. Lay it off to McLean on the left. McLean back to Lee. Lee across, back diagonal to O'Connell to the center. O'Connell looks for options, returns it to Lee on the left. Deliver into the box. Oh my goodness. Almost a known goal by Forest Green defender.
That was close.
Yeah, that was close. And
I'll take an own goal.
We almost had to do nothing there. Just we can't score, we'll let the opposition score. In swing a corner. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness. I will reserve my comments.
that was horrible. I won't. That was a disgusting corner. And then Fletcher trying a scissor kick.
That's O'Connell.
Oh, was it Connell? Was it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was ambitious. That was in a really bad angle to try and aim that and turn and get the scissor kick and not kick someone else at the same time.
Goal kick. Ball on the right-hand side. On our left, O'Connell picks it up, sends it long, bounces to Lee from Mullen. Lee tries to cut in, dispossessed. Forest on our left, moving up. Number 16 trying to come up with this situational decision. He decides to recycle the ball through the center. Forest received the ball on the left-hand side, holding the ball quite well actually there. They are setting up their shape, recycling the ball all the way back to their keeper. Back on our left-hand side, just by the center line there, back to the center. Yep. Forest trying to hold on to the ball. Ended up sending it long anyway. For a 50-50 ball, and we end up getting the ball. That's a free kick, actually. Was it offside? No offside.
Oh, free kick, okay. Do you think Lee looks slow? Slower, sorry.
Yeah,
slower than usual. Keep an eye on him a little bit. I just noticed it there. He was turned, the ball was stolen from him. That's like, I don't remember him being that slow. Wow, that was ridiculous. Lee, I don't know what he was doing with it. Was he passing it? Was he trying to shoot? Did he just accidentally tap the ball? What was he doing there?
Lee has not been himself there. Yeah, Lee hasn't been himself since December, pretty much. Guys, it's not a rough patch. This is not we're not talking about a rough patch anymore.
No, not at this stage.
That ship had sailed. That's not a rough patch.
But we haven't lost yet. So let's keep somewhat positive. But
well, look, even
we're getting the possession, we're getting corners, we're in their end. So we are in the right place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Forest, they gave us the initiative. It's just we are failing so far to use it. Horrible corner again. We have to start over. Battle for the ball in the center. We win that battle. Ken with the ball recycles it through the back over to Lee on the left-hand side. Lee looking for options. Over to McLean. McLean decides not to push forward. Recycles it through the middle. Hayden with the ball to the right now. Barnett with the ball to the center to Cannon. Cannon returns it back to Barnett. Barnett taking his man 1-1. Can deliver across. Goes across. Clearance to Lee. Lee tries to bring the ball down for a shot. No foul given. Lee with the ball in the box. Off to McLean on the left-hand side. McLean delivers. Blocked by the opposition player. And cleared for a throw-in. Pressure is mounting. Pressure is mounting. Delivered to the box. Good decision by the goalkeeper to step up and take that ball. Oh, guys, I wish you the best of luck, honestly. And from what I can see right now, you definitely don't look any worse than most of the teams that we have played. To be honest, you look better than some of the teams that we have played who are way above you in the league.
Yeah, I absolutely agree that by today's performance, they are looking much better than their position would say. We certainly look the better team. We look the stronger team. We're staying up in their box much more, but they are defending very well. They're getting numbers back, and they are getting their attacks when they have their chance. They're making their breaks. They're timing things well. They are being patient.
They do exactly what I would do in their situation. Bottom table team playing against one of the leaders. You defend well, large numbers, use your counter-attacking chances. So far, they're executing that plan quite well. It's understandable why they play the way they do. And they obviously do have players who can perform and execute the game plan. We're with the ball, Lee with the ball, delivers it to the left, McLean in the box, into the center. Maybe we'll take a shot at some stage. We did. Lee takes a shot, but the shot is weak and right into the hands of the collision. 2 players on the ground. I can't really see exactly who that is. Young collided with one of the guys from Forest Green. Forest with timely substitutes. Yep, that's good. They need some fresh legs to keep on mobile in their defense and holding their defensive block.
On paper, you are the better side, no doubt. Look, I'm going to push back on that just for the sake of it. We are the better side. Simple. Wrexam is a much better side. Just because you lose to a team, and let's just say we do lose today, that doesn't make Forest Green Rovers better than us. So,
in the context of one game, it doesn't work like that, obviously. But look, let's put it this way. I'm enjoying watching FGR play. There are some teams that we played this year who were sitting up high in the league, and I did not enjoy watching them play. You guys are playing well. The way you know what you want to do, and you're doing it quite well.
I agree. The play is actually quite good. It's an interesting match. I just don't like the fact that FGR are getting chances.
Well, look, kudos to them. They almost scored actually again, just off target. Davis stepped onto the field, got subbed in for Lee. I'm pretty sure, or for Young. For Lee, no, Young. Sorry, my bad. We were talking. Lee. Davies is playing now.
Okay, Rexam have managed 355 accurate passes to FGR 68 and only 1 shot on goal. Just shoot more, FFS. Even if they go back to their long balls and breakaways, it works better than what they are doing now. I can see the point you're making, Alex, but in this scenario, I don't think our long balls will do anything because they are sitting deep until they get the opportunity. If we allow them to have the possession, they're not going to run at us, not like other teams. They are not trying to attack us the same way other teams normally do, pushing high, putting pressure on us and getting in around us. They're going to sit back. They're ahead. They're 1-0. There's no way they are going to come running at us, open all the space, and let us toof a long ball up and have 2 players running in against their 3. They are going to sit back with all their players, wait for a break, and then send their runners.
We just had an injury. O'Connell, our best defender, got injured.
Just what we need.
He's slowly walking off the field, and I think Dozer is ready to step in. Yes, yeah. So it goes from better to best.
Okay, here's one you're going to like, Ivan.
Hmm.
Just for us, seems like after the FA Cup loss, it all just went downhill.
Well, valid point.
Yeah, before the FA Cup loss, we started going downhill, but FA Cup, yeah, could be part of the reason we are in this sort of trouble. But let's see this corner.
Yeah, just other competitions, huge factor. You know, the cup runs. Mullen with the ball. It was a free kick. Referee insists on a certain location on the pitch. Long balls. I don't want to see long balls at all. With our level of players, long balls should be more of a secret weapon. Send somebody on a nice counter attack, but not all the time. Just to get back to Alex's comment, we can play well with short ball. We just need, instead of making those square passes, we just, like I said many times before, we are square off the ball. The players who are off the ball are too static. They don't offer those sharp, dangerous options. If you just watch our players right now, how they move off the ball, when they don't have the ball, or when they release the ball for a pass, just look at what they're doing, and you will understand why Forest Green don't have much problems covering our passing lanes, minimizing the danger. Mullen on the left-hand side with the ball to McLean on the left-hand side, looking to deliver the ball into the box. He does. Far post, horrible delivery. Goes out of bounds.
Oh, how often does this happen?
All the time. Repetitive. Very predictable, very repetitive.
He didn't even look up. He didn't look up. And there was no one there. So is he wrong for not looking up, or are players just not getting into positions? This is about structure. If you have a structure, then a player should be there. Or you don't have a structure, and you better look up and see where people are.
Exactly. Well, you're absolutely right. What I can see right now is we're going into that desperate football mode. And mistakes like this right now, bad pass, start to happen. That's a sign of desperation.
John, if Wrexham is playing a 5-3-2, that says to me we are having two attacking wing-backs. Is that what is happening on the field? Is it working?
Right. Yes. Yeah. Technically, we do have attacking wing-backs, and they do their job currently. You can see McLean and Barnett up and down the pitch quite a bit. But in this very game, we given the initiative. So FGR gave us the possession. They don't mind that. And so far, they're pretty successful at defending, and they will not let us cause too much of a problems. Because as you can see, we are not combining too well. We're just another poorly paced pass, and it's a goal kick for Forest.
As I made this point there not so long ago, they are not playing us like other teams. They are not playing us like a team who is pushing us and trying to keep us off the ball and make us hit the long balls to nobody. They are sitting back, and they already have the goal. So maybe their plan wasn't to sit back this much, but now that they have the goal, they can, and they're not giving up attacking. They are looking for that extra goal. They're just taking their moments. Every time we get up in an attacking position, we have 5-6 players in around that box. We are not getting breakthroughs them because they're not coming forward. They're not playing us that way.
They are playing counter-attacking football, which, just like I said, in the context of today's game, it's very, very fair, and it makes sense. No, it was under control. It just looked funky from the angle, but you Okonkwo had a lot of space there. It's just, the camera is very low above the pitch, so everything is looking a little bit funky. So I was never worried. Excuse me, still recovering from COVID. And we start from the back again. Dozer with the ball. And he loves his long balls.
Long ball. There we go. We were almost on for a break there. It just didn't happen. But you can see now that the FGR are starting to waste time.
Of
They are
course.
getting up. They are getting up into the attacking positions, but if they don't have something obvious, they're just passing left to right, keeping the ball and wasting time.
We are on the left-hand side with the ball. McLean is trying to deliver. He does deliver across. Poor cross again. Easy clearance for Forest. Look, when the ball is on the far side of the pitch, I cannot see anything. The way the camera operates in this game, honestly, it's just one big haze for me. I just see silhouettes.
Yeah. Michael Hiller, do you think contracts given to Mullen and Lee and not other players like Palmer may have caused unrest? That is a very long topic, very interesting, and definitely something that we should talk about maybe on the Discord and other areas. Just Fraz agrees with potentially, yeah. On that point, though, we have about half our squad out of contract this summer. So that in general could be a bone of contention, that there are players that want to stay that are not getting their contracts yet until we see if we end up back in League Two. And maybe there is some unrest there.
I don't have opinion on the financial implications or implications of contracts. Like I haven't looked into it deep enough, so I will reserve my comments. Desperate attempts to score, scramble in the box. Forest Green so far defends successfully. We have all the possession. We fail so far to do anything with it. The patterns.
Just a few weeks ago, we were talking about Wrexham going top of the league. Not anymore. Okay. Addison is definitely in a negative mood today.
Well, look, wishful thinking is a wonderful thing. And a lot of the time when people look at the surface of what's happening, it might seem logical, but in my head, that was never even a question. Like in my head, I knew that it was just people looked at games in hand and they got excited. But yeah, we'll talk about it later on the shows.
Yeah. Notts County 2, Sutton 3. Toes are in, Michael. Toes are in, long ball engaged.
Yep, Tozer loves his old school diagonal. You'll be seeing that a lot.
Newport County 4, Harrogate 0. Wow, nice.
Nice Newport.
Addison, so this is what absolute bottom looks like.
Mullen with a dangerous shot.
Oh!
Goalkeeper controlled it.
Yeah.
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 You see, we are. Yeah, we now we have to start shooting from that kind of range because we can't get anything happening from closer.
I would also say that's not a terrible position. He should have been aiming closer to the corners on that. He has to stretch the keeper on something like that. Going straight down.
Bolton, Palmer, and Marriott are on.
Right. Yeah.
At this stage, I would keep 3 strikers on. Because, well, I don't understand why we are not going all out just yet. It doesn't matter if we lose 2-0 or 3-0 at this stage. We have to win this game, and so far we are not. So all hands on deck. Go for it.
Mullen is. Go ahead.
Mullen is getting angry. You can see he's screaming at the lads, "Come on!" So yeah, they are. That's the thing. I'm not faulting the players. Players are trying as hard as they can. They don't know what to do. There is no structure.
Just for as I'm going to take an assumption that if we don't get promotion, we're firing Parky. Now, I would not be assuming that. I would not be assuming that.
Hey, we always get that feedback. Stay positive. All for Parky. It's not Parky's fault. So, yeah.
Mike is giving up. Guys, it's 11:15 p.m. here. The game is going nowhere, and I'm going to bed. Now,
Can't
Mike,
blame
fair
you.
enough. Fair enough. Can't blame you. However, I hope you go to bed and it becomes 3-1 before the game ends. So have a good night. Dream of lots of goals. Okay, Zafori. Absolute bottom is Notts County losing to the second worst defence in the entire English Football League with the top goal scorer in the English Football League. Okay. We're not the only ones on a bad run. Notts County are in terrible shape as well. Okay, just for as Palmer and Marius? Question mark.
Look, at this stage, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
No, the way they're parking the bus and getting everybody behind this, I'm actually not against, as you said, putting on a couple of attackers and just hoofing the ball up into the box, old school, and hope someone gets ahead on it. Or gets
That's all we got.
Yeah. They're doing well with their defense. They really are.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry guys to be silent, but there is nothing to talk about. It's a Groundhog Day. Wave after wave of attack. We do the same thing. Vertical passes, short passes up and down, square passes up and down. They hold the shape. When we run out of options, we launch a longer ball into the channel for the winger to run up to and then across, or we just hoof the ball into the box. And it literally repeats itself like clockwork.
And Notts County have drawn. It is now 3-3 in that match.
I was about to say, don't count Notts County. Just don't count them off just yet. They'll keep fighting. They can score. County can score.
Well, I will say this. I want Notts County to be in the playoffs, but if we end up in the playoffs with Notts County and they knock us out, I am not going to be happy.
Nobody will be happy. But yeah. Playoffs. If we're in playoffs, that means we're done. We're not a playoff team.
We're not a playoff team, but because we have home and away on the first leg, or the first grouping, I actually think we have a chance. We actually have played well against the better teams. So
right hand side. Yeah.
Oh,
there was it. No goal kick.
No.
Missed the target.
Fun fact: the Luton manager was Forest Green manager. Got us promoted to League One.
Oh well. Thank you. Didn't know that.
Okay, just for us, we have to do things the Rexam way, the hard way, and I'm just hoping we don't throw this. Okay.
Look, you always have a chance. No matter what, you always have a chance.
Okay. Manchester City are beating Luton Town 5-2 at 58 minutes. Now, I say that because of the next comment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Manchester City is demonstrating what a team at the top of the table should be doing to a team at the bottom of the table.
Fair point. Goal kick. Forest Green are in no rush. They launch it long. Throw in to Forest Green. Yep, they are wasting time every second they can, which is to be expected. We're with the ball again at the back, looking to build another attack. Literally same pattern. Little vertical passes up and down, couple of square passes. Switching from right to left now, keeping the ball in the center. Forest are defending, long ball.
There we go.
To nobody.
To nobody, to nowhere. What a waste.
That was pretty much the entire game in about 10 seconds.
If they don't move forward within about 4 passes, you know that long ball is coming. They bounce a couple of passes around, play it back, pass over to the side, and then boom, up with a long ball. Every time.
Because they are very static off the ball.
We have 75% possession to their 25. Now they are doing to us exactly what we have done to other teams. We have kept low possession, let them bounce around with the ball when they're not hurting us, sometimes. This is maddening.
This is very much a logical situation right now. Just like I said in the beginning of the game, what is happening right now comes as no surprise whatsoever.
It is really bothering me how nice I have been about Forest Green Rovers during this match. They played well. They have played well.
I'm happy. I'm happy for them. They are recovering and they actually have a little bit of substance to their game. And rightfully so.
Oh, I'm not happy for them. I'm not happy for them in the slightest. But I will give them their due.
Yeah,
they have played well. So I will say it.
Yeah, as a commentator, I have to be objective, and I'm commentating on the game. Less than 10 minutes left in regulation. There will not be much added, and the game is going nowhere.
Okay, Eric Sutton getting our ass kicked by vegans. I was wondering how long it was going to be before someone made a comment like that.
Why vegans? What's the joke there? Is it a nickname?
No. You obviously don't know Forest Green Rovers. The owner is kind of an eco warrior, which is why his pitch isn't very good, why his lights are not very good, and why he asks his players to be vegans and not eat meat and all this sort of carry on. So, yeah, a whole eco warrior theme. His stadium is wooden or something, and look. Whatever. I'm not going to go down that road. Do each to their own. They're doing well today, so I'll say they did well, but I don't have to like it. Okay, and Knots have lost the lead again.
Wow, what a game. What a game.
Maybe we should have watched that game.
I know.
Oh, Josh is here. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Josh. How are you?
You do not want to watch this match.
Yep. Tune out, tune off.
Abel Reyes, if we do not get promoted, we will be forced to pay for more high-profile players, spend more money. This season, we will be a big disappointment if there's no promotion. I see no wins in a playoff. I don't think I'm that pessimistic, but yes, we will need a lot of new players because half our team almost is out of contract for the summer. So we will have a completely different team next season, whether we're in League 2 or League 1. God bless you both from C Plays Guitar. Well, we're going to stick in it. I'm not someone who would say, okay, guys, good night, turn off the stream, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if I'm in the stands, I will stay to the last minute, just in case we go down even further. But I do not walk out early. That is just not me.
No, same. I never left the game early. Never.
Wonton, the fact we haven't heard from the ref shows there's no passion in the game. I don't know that I agree with that.
I
understand the
Yeah,
point. I don't disregard the point. I don't know if I totally agree with that.
I'm just watching the game right now. We will do the well later on. We'll discuss the game and whatnot. But for now, yeah, we're just gonna watch the game and comment on what's happening, which is same old long ball this time onto Marriott, who's complaining that he's been held. Ref doesn't really care. The ball ends up in the hands of Forest Green goalkeeper. We have just over 5 minutes left in regulation.
Well, to continue on, just finish off this point very quickly. I don't think there has been many opportunities in this style of match to put a boot in or to make a tackle, or, you would be just kicking someone for the sake of it. I don't think there's many areas here where that extra bit of passion would have made a particular difference. It's just one of those tough, boring, slog it out matches.
Extra bit of passion will get you a couple of unnecessary cards here. You just need to be creative on the attack, be more mobile, active, original thinking, and score. But other than that, being aggressive in a bad way doesn't help the situation.
Yeah.
Mullen is trying. Well, he's complaining that it's...
Yes. No, come on. Now that's ridiculous.
Let's see. Goes around.
Watch the replay.
Well, what happens there is he pushes the defender slightly onto the back while fighting for the ball, and the referee sees it as a fault on Mullen's side.
I don't care. He's ridiculous. No, okay.
Yes, Josh, we are down.
Yes.
1-0 down.
And it's not even a good 1-0 down. Okay, Zaforia. Forest Green is the most eco-friendly football club in the world. So they say. Maybe, maybe not.
McLean on the left, cross in, Palmer overhit. You see, it's just
where
just
was
the
the
way it
header
is.
going? Where was that header going? Right? There was too far of a distance to go at the keeper, and he put it in between 3 defenders with no Wrexam in sight. Now, look, he could have mishit it, of course. He could have just got a bad connection, but that was going to nowhere.
There's no system. They are deciding on the day, on the play. That's why it's going in all the weird places. What are you laughing at? Nice one.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed to laugh. Because as soon as I get off stream, I'm going to cry.
Forest Green with the ball on the left-hand side, right by our corner, wasting as much time as they can. Oh my goodness, what have you just done, Max? Yeah, That's the passion. Just, that's the passion.
Gents, what is happening from Josh? Ivan and Sheldon are legends. Eric agrees. Yes, MVP Sheldon and Ivan. Well, I think we deserve something for sitting through this match.
Yes, yeah, guys. I'm so sorry. I've been a lot quieter. Well, it's we do look a little bit upset, I guess. Unfortunately, we can't hide our emotions altogether. But it's been a very frustrating game. Absolute impotence of this team right now is a bit upsetting. And again, guys, I gotta say, what's happening right now is very much logical. It's been a long time coming, and a lot of people hated me for it on Josh's YouTube channel, but I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks now, that we are going down to this, and there is more. There is more where that came from. Yeah, sorry to not be a positive bunny.
Josh obviously missed all this match because he was flying. Can you get an update? Update is after about 3 minutes, we had a sloppy defense and allowed FGR to get in. They had a lovely shot on the goal, not a damn thing that Okonkwo could do about it. And from then, FGR just played well. They defended well. They defended as a unit. And they are making nice counter-attacks when the opportunity happens, occasionally getting up to our goal. And we have kept possession. We've passed the ball around. We have gotten some shots in, but not many on target, not anything interesting. We are not playing well together. Balls going out, balls going to empty spaces, balls going to the keeper, shots very weak. It has been a really poor match all the way around by Rexam.
We are playing with very predictable kind of a pattern. Obviously, having the initiative, we haven't used it well. Very static off the ball, unoriginal in our passes. A lot of effort. The boys are trying, but it's all going in vain. The entire game. Groundhog Day, attack after attack. 6 minutes added. One of the minutes is already up. We're almost at the end of the game. Yeah.
I assume this is supposed to be Parky has lost control.
Yes.
Autocorrect.
Parky has lost control long ago. Long ago. Listen to the streams with myself and Josh on his channel. Just go and watch them back, starting from a couple of months back. I have started talking about it, and people absolutely didn't want to listen to me. Some people hated me for that. But if you know a little bit about football, you see those things. You just see the dynamics are not positive. Penalty? Penalty.
Penalty.
Penalty. We're going to be saved by a penalty.
Well, I don't think 1 point is being saved, but yes, better than a loss. But hey, we got to score it now. I'm not in a very good mood at the moment. But surely they can score a penalty.
Mullen to the ball. Got to be Mullen, yeah? Or Marriott to open his score.
Yeah, give it to Marriott.
Yeah, give it to Marriott, I reckon.
Give the pressure to Marriott. Go on.
Yep. Robson. Yep. Mullen, the one who earned the penalty, will be the taker. So, penalty happened in 92nd minute of the game. Rexam is with a chance to score a penalty. Mullen steps up. Roughly around 5-step run up. Shoots. Scores. 1-1.
Okay. All right, 3 minutes to score another one.
Yes. It will be slightly over 3 minutes to score another one.
Okay. Eric has a comment here. Sheldon, what was that? I assume that was me laughing because I didn't actually put the joke up on screen. Our Forest Green Rover fan who's here with us today said that if they win, he's going to celebrate with a cup of oat milk, and I just found it funny. Okay, Eric Sutton, not pissed, just disappointed. That was in response to Josh saying we look pissed. Josh again. I hope that was whiskey. That's me drinking. Actually, let's get in the screen. My hands are gone. Oh. No, it was Coke. There we go. Just Pepsi. I need a whiskey after this. Sounds like there's about 5 Wrexham fans that are happy with a draw. Singing Super Paul Mullen in the crowd.
Yep.
Sutton could shock the world today with first win since September. Have they really not won anything since?
Whoa.
I was not paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Luton Town 2, Manchester City 6. Take notes, Wrexham.
Well,
and Erling Haaland didn't score this time. Only 5 for him so far. Kira 236. I couldn't predict losing to a relegation team. Funnily enough, I could, actually. I didn't think we would, but I could, yeah.
Nine seconds of the game, McLean sending a long ball to Oli Palma, who bounces the ball off to Bolton on the right-hand side. Bolton is trying to come up with a cross, gets into the box, goalkeeper saves, intercepts the cross quite well, too sharp of an angle.
Okay, Eric here. Sorry, he misspoke. It's December 26th, not September. Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Change the score. I didn't even change it to 1-1.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
But it still feels like 1-0 or 0-1.
Why is the timer gone off the TV?
Yeah, they turned the timer off, and I think the IT guys went home early. They had enough.
One last long throw.
Those are the long throw. Going into the box. Referee saw a foul there.
Oh, exactly what you need. Yeah, let's foul someone in the box just to give up the ball in possession.
We are already 1 minute over the edit time. The score and the timer just appeared back on the screen. We don't deserve the win.
Yeah. Interesting game. There, the commentators on the match actually said that Wrexham is still not set up for the win, that we're still more defensive. We haven't gone all out for this win.
Nope, that's what I mean. I haven't seen us going with mighty fears and doing whatever it takes to win. I don't get it.
7.5 minutes. Referees playing a lot.
Well, they adding a little bit for the goal scored and some time wasted. But that's it. Yeah. That's the game. It's 1-1. And this story continues.
Forest Green will be delighted with that result. Obviously, they'll be upset we scored so near the end, but still, a draw is an excellent result for them. I know they would like the 3 points. They're down in the relegation zone, but pulling a draw from Rexam shouldn't have happened. Should not have
Yeah,
happened.
They will be somewhat happy, but the way that game went, they could have, should have won. Penalty came to the rescue. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching this game with us, and we'll see you on Local Pundit channel in the future. Thank you.
Okay, take care, Ivan. Guys, just before I head off there, if you are interested, do give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, do all that lovely YouTube channel stuff to help get us the channel out there. We are still new and growing. And Josh will be back maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, with some update videos, and we will be discussing this further. We already have some members in the Discord at the moment, and I can see it blinking up with all the messages that are going on at the moment. So if you want to continue the conversation, do join us in the Discord. It's great just for a bit of fun, keeps you interested during the week in between the matches. So I'd like to see some of you over there if you're interested in joining us. And this has been a disappointing match. Oh well, onwards and upwards, or onwards and downwards, unfortunately. And on to the next one. We need our 3 points. We need to do something about this. We can't keep sliding. So I'll leave it there before I say something that I might regret. I'll try and stay positive, although I don't feel it right now. So from me and from Ivan and from Josh and everybody else helping out with the Local Pundit, have a good evening and see ya.